Okay, guys, so before I get into this commandment video and these messages, tonight we're going to have a little chit chat about it's your boy New Breed coming to you with another live stream. We're going to have to sit down for this one, so hold on 1 minute. Okay. So New Breed's already one of my persecutors. He's already somebody that sits in a private group chat, talks about my health, my finances, calls me broke, low income, whatever else he wants to call me, and calls me fat and gluttonous and all this other stuff. Like, you already lost when you started doing that. So I don't really get a chance to defend myself against New Breed because he does it in a secret group chat with family, ex-friends, ex-coworkers, etc. So if you'd like to respond to this video, New Breed, make sure that you're bringing up the private group chat that's about to get exposed very soon here on social media. Anyways, with that being said, let's get started with the message. I am petitioning for New Breed to be deplatformed and to be demonetized on YouTube. And my reason for this is for hate speech and for racism. New Breed says a lot of negative things about black women on social media, and it's so disgusting, and it's heartbreaking, and it's hurtful. It's very, very hurtful. Speaking of men that talk about black women, let me show you guys a picture of a man that raised me. You guys see this white guy right here? God rest his soul. His birthday's on December 26th. His name is Ronald Dean Wood, and he took me when I was 3 years old and raised me as his daughter until he passed away 2 weeks before my 18th birthday. In fact, he took me away from my mother and raised me by himself since I was a little girl, all the way throughout my teens as well. This is my 15th birthday. He took me to Cirque du Soleil on my birthday. I am now today a Hebrew Israelite woman who loves black men. Even though I was raised by a white man, I still speak so highly of black men, and I love my black men so much. They are kings. The white man that I was raised by taught me how to love myself by speaking highly of me as a young black woman. He told me I was beautiful every day. My hair was beautiful. There was nothing wrong with me. He never said anything negative about me. And I still grew up confident, loving myself and loving black men still. But it's always our own people that's tearing us apart. It's always our own people that's doing this to us. It's so crazy because New Breed is a black man, and we're supposed to feel protected by him as black women. But the picture of the white man, my stepdad, that I just showed you on my phone, made me feel more protected by him than New Breed has ever made me feel. It's so crazy because if New Breed were to talk about white women on his platform, he would have been demonetized for hate speech. If he were to talk about Asian women on his platform, he would have been demonetized for hate speech. If he were to talk about Hispanic women on his platform, he would have been demonetized for hate speech. But it's okay for New Breed to talk about BWs, to talk about black women on his platform, and people are okay with that. They're still following him. They're still watching his channel. Just because you share the same race as us doesn't mean that that's not racism. There are some people that don't like their own race. There are some people that will literally hate other black people and still be black. You can be racist against your own people, and that is racism, talking trash about only black women. And this is a man that talks about effeminate men, like, all the time. Let's take a moment to look up the definition of the word effeminate. Effeminate means characteristics and ways of behaving traditionally associated with women and regarded as inappropriate for a man. Now, I may not be a man, but I've had relationships with men, real men, right? And one thing I've noticed about the real men that I've had relationships with, they don't really partake in going back and forth with women. Matter of fact, they don't talk about women. They don't keep women's names in their mouths. They just really don't care too much to do all that with women because that's what females do. that's what they would say. Like, that's what females do. I'm not a female. I'm not going to go back and forth with females. You know? Now, there's a reason for me saying this, New Breed. I've noticed that there are men all over YouTube, right? Every time I scroll, I see somebody posting something about New Breed, and they happen to be a male. You never reply back to those videos. You never talk about the people that are talking about you that so happen to be other men, right? But you just posted a video replying back to a black woman on your channel because she said that she don't like the way that you talk about black women. So you can go back and forth and be catty with us on social media, but when there's other men clearly talking to you, saying your name over and over. I mean, I've seen guys on YouTube post video after video after video after video. There was like a whole month where my timeline was just new breed, new breed, new breed, new breed coming from men. And I have not seen you reply to any of those videos. Like, you don't ever reply to them. But you can sit on your platform and trash black women and talk down on black women and reply to videos that black women do about you because we don't like that you're talking bad about us. That is effeminate. I'm sorry. That is very catty. We don't want to argue with you. You're a man. If you don't like what and you obviously did just that. You don't like black women. It's very clear. So you went outside of the nation. We don't mind you stepping outside of the nation. I just showed you guys a picture of my white dad. My mother stepped outside of the nation. Okay? We don't have a problem with who you're with, but you don't have to tear us down. If you don't like black women, just go wherever you want to go. You don't have to tear us down. But I do believe that you should be demonetized, and I do believe that you should be deplatformed, because what you are saying, it's like almost every other video, almost every other week, this man is on YouTube saying this about black women, that about black women, which is so heartbreaking to me. Because New Breed, I started watching you back in 2019 when I found out I was being gang stalked. And the reason why, and I was actually led to watch you by the Holy Spirit. The Holy Spirit led me to your channel, which is the most heartbreaking part about it, because God was with you then. You know what I mean? And used to talk. You're the reason why I know what gang stalking is. You're the reason why I know what's happening to me. You know, and you helped me a lot. You know. And so it's just really heartbreaking to hear someone who was once, you know, a really, like, informational force in my life, trash, you know, women that look like me on social media because you don't like us. I mean, if you don't like black women, just say that. But at the end of the day, it's still hate speech. It's still racist. You can say certain types of women, or you don't like women that do certain things, but when you want to generalize an entire race, that's an attack. That's hate speech. And you have over 200,000 people watch you say hateful things towards black women, and I would like to petition that you be removed from your platform. I would like to petition that you are demonetized and deplatformed from social media, because I don't appreciate what you're saying about me as an African American woman. That's racist. I don't care about you being African American. You can still be racist against your own people. I don't like what you're saying about women in general. That's sexist. It doesn't matter if we share the same race. You can still be very sexist against your own women. And then what you're saying about us also is very hateful. You're trying to make us hate ourselves as who we are, when you generalize an entire group of people saying negative things. That's still hate speech. Okay, and you're saying this in front of over 200,000 people on your platform, which is very irresponsible, by the way. If you know that you have all these people watching you, then why hate a group of people? That's hate. And like I said, you guys, if you guys agree with me, please report New Breed on social media. He needs to be demonetized. He needs to be deplatformed. he needs to be off of YouTube if he's going to continuously hate on African American women. Signing off. Talk to you guys soon. Y'all will in peace.